A lot has been going on in the anti-MLM world. Today was not the exception. Prepare yourself because Monat is just the gift that keeps on giving, y'all. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Blanca and I create anti-MLM content as well as lifestyle videos. So if you're interested in any of those things, then definitely hit the red subscribe button. Today, out of all days, I was not expecting to do this. When I film at night, you know the tea is extremely hot. Today's video, I feel like at this point we are just seeing Monat self-imploding, or just pretty much seeing their downfall occurring, because another team is leaving Monat and they're leaving in the same fashion as WFAB. As always, everything that I am wearing or utilizing will be linked down below. I did receive my very first MLM Horror Story, which I am really appreciative and excited about. So I figured if I get another or maybe like 3 more, then I can do my very first MLM Horror Story for this channel. The first one that I got was just, it was really good in the sense that just wait until I read it for you guys. Do follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I do have 2 TikTok accounts there. I have my main account, which is Blanca_Perdomo_, and then Blanca Perdomo_ is the second TikTok account. Do follow me on those because I post a lot more on Instagram and on TikTok. It's a little bit easier and I'm on there a bit more than I am here on YouTube. Let's just dive into this because the tea is really good with this one. This morning I was scrolling through Instagram as per usual and I came across the anti-MLM boss babe. You guys know that usually anytime I'm reporting something that is going on with any MLM company, it most likely comes from the anti-MLM boss babe, the MLM boss babe, or Detective Lucky. Like 9 out of 10, it's one of those 3 girls. And today was no different, like I said. So I did see her stories where she posted, I'll put up the screenshot for you guys as well. Oh my God, they quit Monat. They said it's not an April Fool's joke because today is April Fool's, right? The RBG team is a pretty, why did I say that weird? It's pretty decently sized, like for a huge team out in Miami. I did come across the anti-MLM's boss babe story where she posted a reel from Claudia Gonzalez. She presents herself as a public figure, therefore I can say her name. So she posted this reel. Immediately it looked eerily similar to WFAB in the way that it was produced, the editing, even just like the effects that they had going on, to a T, a carbon copy. And so I looked at it, I was like, I actually remixed this girl's reel like a couple of weeks ago on my Instagram account.
Don't watch TV. Like, no one cares. You don't get an award because you watch less TV.
So she was really hardcore going on with Monat in that specific reel that I remixed from her. And so to find out that she was leaving, I was like, oh. Anyway, she posts that they are leaving and suddenly you know it's time to start something new and to trust the magic of new beginnings. I don't know why they always have to go out like that. Like, oh, we have to leave something and then start a new beginning. Trust the process, trust the magic. Bitch, I thought your previous MLM was the MLM to be in. What happened? With this in mind, I went to her profile and she had, when I tell you that it is the exact carbon copy of what WFAB did when they left, I'm gonna put probably like, you know, a split screen or something showing what they did, the RBG team, and then what WFAB did when they left. It's literally the same. There is no originality whatsoever. Even to the photograph of them saying goodbye. Like, why is that a thing? Like, why do you have to say, I am leaving Monat and then I'm going into whatever MLM company that I'm going to now? In her picture, feel the fear and do it anyways. After all, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Not everything has to be outside of your comfort zone. Not everything has to make you feel uncomfortable for it to be good. Sometimes being in your comfort zone is a good thing, just saying. So seeing that Claudia had posted this, I was like, okay, there has to be other team members posting something similar to this. And I was not wrong. The anti-MLM boss babe did find somebody else who is pretty high up in Monat, or was pretty high up in Monat. Her name is Lynette Esposito. She actually put up a screenshot, I think, of her sending her resignation email or letter, whatever it is, saying that she was no longer going to be a part of Monat. The portion that she did put up that was kind of like legible in the story, I was just like, oh my God, what is going on here? This woman was an executive director in Monat. Let's look at Monat's income disclosure statement. I do believe executive director is like either the second or the third rank from the bottom up. So executive director is the second rank from the bottom, and this woman, Lynette Esposito, was in the 0.02% of the company. Somehow she just decided to leave for whatever reason, yet Monat is a great company to work at. It's a great business opportunity. Any MLM for that matter is a great business opportunity. You can make X amount of money. You can outrank your upline, yada, yada, yada. But you have a director leaving. That says a lot. Let's see, her average, well, not even average, let's look at the median. The median income for her, and it's $265,637. But somehow, she still thinks that was not enough for her. It's better to go off to some other company and poach the downline that she has in Monat to go to the next MLM company that she's gonna be a part of. Let's take a look at how these girls decided to announce their departure from Monat. They didn't even mention where they were going to. Again, eerily similar to a WFAB, but come on. Even if you don't mention it, at the end of the day, we're gonna find out. At this point, this style of graphics and like announcing your departure from Monat or whatever MLM company you're leaving is pretty much played out. And a lot of us really thought that this was a joke because it is April Fool's when they decided to announce this. However, Claudia in her caption put, "It's not a joke," or something to that effect. But what solidified it for me was that somebody else from another MLM, the MLM that they decided to go to, reposted this exact reel onto their own stories. So as you guys saw, Brittany Hitch reposted this reel from Claudia onto her own stories. And you go onto her profile, and guess what you find? She's with Qscience. She was once a part of Monat. I think she's with the Impact Project or the Impact, whatever the team is called. Deanna Mims, Chelsea Suarez, they all did videos about this team moving from Monat to Qscience, and they did it at the same time in the same fashion as WFAB, but nobody was really paying attention at that time to this particular team because WFAB was really, you know, it is mostly the most obnoxious team out there, right? Nobody really paid attention that this was happening at the same time, but here we are. They're going to Qscience. I said this with WFAB. They went from a pyramid adjacent to a legitimate pyramid scheme. I can't even say this with a straight face. It's sad. The reason why this is such a big deal is because this particular team, the RBG girls, were a huge leg for none other than the Real Deal team. If you guys don't know who that is, I'm just gonna name a few of the SEDs that are in there. Jama-Williams, Abel Sanchez, and Bianca Lena Abreu, who was caught allegedly buying ranks. As you can see, this is a huge deal because those three SEDs are pretty much, I don't want to say well-known, but for lack of a better word, we're going to go with that. They're pretty much well-known within Monat. It's a huge deal. On top of it all, this is coming in the heels of the whole Angelique having an interview with Chelsea. I highly recommend that you guys go and watch that video. I do have a video coming out. I don't know if it's gonna come before or after this one about Angelique's situation with Monat. It's like covering the entire thing. What was said in that interview, I honestly do think has a lot to do with why these girls have decided to part ways and go on to Qscience. The reason why this is so important is not only because the RBG girls, whatever, belong or were a part of the Real Deal team, but also because that team in Chelsea's video with Angelique, it was reported, it is allegedly, I cannot stress this enough, they take a portion of their bonus checks and put it into a pool. At the end of the month, if somebody has not ranked up or is like really close to ranking up, they will take money from that pool and essentially help these people get to a specific rank, buying their ranks.
Do you think that these people at the top of the company, do you think that they know that it is a pyramid scheme, or that they know that most people below them are losing money? Or do you think that they are oblivious to it, or that they know and they don't care because they make so much money? Like Jacqueline Ortega, who made $3.5 million only last year.
Oh, don't even get me started on those fucking Miami people, because they cheat the system and they cheat the game like nobody's fucking business. And I can't even hate, because it's borderline genius, because it's smart. So what those, again, allegedly, maybe, perhaps,
It's all
I don't know.
speculation. Allegedly, on my own opinion, hashtag please don't sue me.
So to me, it was told to me, and it was from one of the original founders, not founders, one of the original market partners, who is actually, so Jacqueline is actually under her, and she
Is
explained,
it Anne?
no. So how these Miami girls, how they do it, again, it's fucking smart, and I almost am like jealous by how they do it. So once you hit a certain rank, or once you're going for a certain rank, I want to say it's like AMM and up, you get put into like this chat or this pool. And so they say, okay, cool. So part of your bonus now is going to go into this pool, is going to go into this account or whatever. And then at the end of the month, we use the money from this pool to stack and to buy packs and to put whatever it is that we need to, so all of us can hit our rank. So the end of the month is so wild in network marketing. It's so literally, it's like, because you have to have your team hit these certain ranks. You need to have this MMP, you have to have this MMB, you have to have all this stuff, right? So imagine at the end of the month, or I was trying to hit director for like years. So for almost like 2 years. So it's like, imagine if I just put in part of my bonus check, $2,000, I would get $5,000 if I hit AED. If I put in $2,000, okay, or $2,500 into this pool, and then we just dispersed it to where it needed to go. So then I hit my rank, and then my upline, she gets to hit a new rank, and then that upline gets to hit a new rank, and we all put in money. To me, I'm like, I'd rather fucking do that because it's so stressful to have to keep recruiting and then you push people to hit these ranks, or like, hey, do you have somebody to sign up here, or you need a market partner, or you need, like, it's such a mind fuck, and it's this crazy game of chess, which people don't realize. People think that they can get into a network marketing company and that it's all going to happen organically and you're going to organically whatever. That's not it. It's a huge game of mind fuck chess. But so these Miami girls, that's how they all do it. They all do it that way. And that's why you don't see a lot of them on leaderboards unless they have this crazy huge following on social media. Because, and some of them, they don't qualify for the trips, but they just pay to go onto the trips. And on social media, they make it look like they qualified for a trip. It's all about the bait and switch and smoke and mirrors, and it drives me fucking insane.
And we saw that with Bianca Linabreu months ago when screenshots were leaked of her buying her, I don't know, I can't remember if it was her rank or somebody else's, but it doesn't matter, boo-boo. You were buying a rank, but here you are months later after those screenshots came out, going to Monations and saying that, you know, you have to manifest your dream, you have to work really hard, you have to be really determined and resilient, and that when you're, you know, presenting it on social media, it has to be 80% lifestyle and 20% about the product and the company. Again, tell me how this is not a pyramid scheme? I am going to thank one of my followers because I didn't even notice this when I saw the screenshot. But in Lynn's Exposito, I kind of mispronounced her name in the beginning, but it's Exposito. In that screenshot that she shared in her stories, there's like another email or another document in the back of it, and it says the word compliance, which makes me wonder if they are leaving because they got a complaint from the compliance department about them supposedly buying the ranks and that being leaked out. Allegedly, right? This is all speculation. Nothing has been proven. The gymnastics that these women have to do in order to keep their rank or rank up, make money, or to just lead a stable lifestyle, ooh, that to me is not being financially free or experiencing freedom in any shape, way, or form. That sounds fucking stressful. So after the news broke out that these girls were leaving Monat and that Brittany Hitch had reposted this onto her stories and posted that 40 people had gone from Monat to Qscience. You're not supposed to be cross recruiting That's poaching your own downline. It's illegal. It's in the clauses of Monat. I'm pretty sure every other MLM has that specific clause that you can't cross recruit. And yet here we are. Essentially, they're doing it. However, can't even think straight because this is so stupid. So here's my issue with this, aside from everything, right? Like everything about it is problematic. So apparently for Monat, it is better to cross recruit, and they'll allow that to happen. That's not against their policies and procedures, but God forbid if somebody like Angelique goes onto an anti-MLM YouTube channel or has an interview with somebody and gives, you know, their opinion about the company. She didn't bash them in any way, shape, or form. She actually really did love the product, but she did bring up valid questions, valid criticisms of the company. But yet that is bad, but you can still have Angela Sumner, who is spewing anti-Semitic rhetoric and right-wing propaganda, and you have Mandy Sue Evans, who is a full raging racist, and then this bullshit. Like, that's what you want to align yourself with, Monat? Monat is a company that has prided themselves, I use that word very loosely, with being a company that has moral and ethics, and that they're very integrate or have integrity, that's the word I'm trying to look for. And clearly they have none of that. They are lacking in that department. Hours after Claudia announced that she was leaving Monat, she then posted this onto her stories. Some people will drag your name through the mud in order to make theirs shine. What do you do in that situation? Remain planted in your humility and grace. And remember that all that matters is love for your God and the love for your neighbor. When your heart is filled with faith, there is no one or anything that can shake you. Stand your ground and know that at the end of the day, the man above is watching, and it is up to us not to judge. Those who once called themselves your friends will transcend a business. If they don't, they weren't your friend. You were simply a commodity. Love and light, my friends. Look around. Words are cheap. Actions are priceless. Where do I even begin with this? I hate to keep bringing this up, but it's like, again, similar. The exact same to a T. How everything transpired with WFAB. They announced it, got leaked out. You know, they had this whole drama unfold with that. Kind of like the same thing. I don't know if they're trying to emulate that and have the same effect. Could be. Or there really is a drama happening within their own team, which I would not be shocked if that is happening. Because when you're in an MLM, 99% of the time, friendships is actually very much not that. Instead, it's a transactional affair. That's what that is. And the reason why I say that friendships in MLMs are transactional is because if you decide to leave, or if they leave, you are no longer talking to them. You only saw a dollar sign. This is a perfect example of what we talk about. Faith manipulation. And that friendships in MLMs are just not that they are transactional. It's a business. They're seeing you as a dollar sign. It's right there, you know, planted in your humility and grace. All that matters is the love for your God and the love for your neighbor. If your heart is filled with faith, yada, yada, yada. Those who were once called your friends will understand or transcend the business. If they don't, then they weren't your friends. You see the red flag and you still decide to walk past by it and ignore it. And I don't know about y'all, but I am sensing that she's also trying to make it seem, in a way, they're sort of like a victim. If something does come out, they're trying to make it seem like they're the good person, that they decided to leave because they wanted to make their entire team make money. Like, that's the bullshit excuse that everybody has given when they decided to leave Monat and go to whether iGenius or Qscience. Is that, no, we're not leaving because of us, because, you know, we're financially free, but we cannot be this happy and this, you know, and experience this financial freedom, but have our own downlines not experience that. No, that's fucking bullshit. They know that if their downline is not meeting a certain rank, or they don't have a certain number of people at a certain rank, they're not gonna be making any money. It's not so much about caring and loving their downline as it is about them being secure in their own money and having their own pockets lined up. And Lynette kind of had like the similar things going on in her stories. She posted up the reels and announcing that she was leaving, and then timing is everything. And the time is now. Are you in or in? The options are so fucking in or tell me. It's never no, I don't care, I don't want to know anymore. It's like I'm in and I'm super in, or something of those effects. I do know that Joe did hold a Zoom call. I'm not not too sure if Isabel and Bianca had their own Zoom call happening or if they were with Joe having that. Another thing that's I don't know for sure is if they even addressed it. I highly doubt it because they don't want to show the cracks and the facade within their own downline and what's happening, that they're hemorrhaging or going to be hemorrhaging a lot of people. Another thing that did happen, Lynette and Claudia also held a Zoom call and they were talking about how they broke records. They always have to make it seeming that it's bigger than what it really is. They have to create that FOMO in order for people to be like, you know what, maybe I am missing out. Maybe Monat is not the company to be at anymore and I have to go to this newer company, ground level, groundbreaking, whatever the fuck they want to use, and I'll probably be more successful in that company versus the one that I am at, which is not true. Here's another story from Claudia. I was just told, 1, we broke the website. 2, we broke records. Again, the FOMO, the making it bigger than what it really is. It's just trying to sustain a lie after a lie after a lie. It's a lot of work, and sometimes, well, not sometimes, all of the time, the payoff is not even fucking worth it. Lynette did the same thing. We broke records, we broke the website, yada 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 yada. Shut up. No, you didn't. Because if you did, you would be showing that shit off on your Instagram stories. They did have a call tonight, which is April 1st, and they're going to be having another one on Saturday, April 2nd. I hope that I get a link to that because I would love to see what they're pitching and how they're pitching this. What's the stop story? I want to know. Claudia did go on her stories and actually did talk, so let's take a look at that.
Yes, I'm back. I did my brows, my lashes today. I had a facial. I got it together. I think I'm gonna do an oil treatment, but I'm not sure because I won't be able to wash my hair tonight. So if I do an oil treatment today, I have to commit to it until tomorrow. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you all for all your messages. I cannot tell you how thankful I am for you, how thankful I am for people who keep it real, who are not two-faced, who are still around. The last probably 5 days have shown me so much clarity. I am at so much peace. I am so happy. And I want you guys to know that everything goes on, like life moves on. You can still remain humble, kind, and loving. Remain grounded through the hardest of times. And you don't have to be anything for yourself, right? Like you don't have to be anything for yourself. I'm going to explain more about everything that's been going on soon. Don't fret. Just give me a little bit of time to just get used to my new normal. Just know that everything happens for a reason, that there are no bad feelings about anything. I think the word that describes everything for me is just gratitude. So, hi, so I'm going to let you guys go now. I have another meeting. Take Sophie to dance. And yeah, we'll talk later, guys.
I'm not buying it whatsoever. Whatever they're selling, yeah, no, not buying it, not interested. Please, as always, do not seek these ladies out. Don't leave them any hate messages. Don't do that. If you have anything to say, leave it down below in the comment section. If you guys have an MLM in specific that you want me to talk about or a specific rep, also let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.